everybody, we are here for round 3 on green-white taxes. We're up against Obosh, so burn most likely. Alright, this hand is kind of slow. I do like the way of Giver against potential burn deck. We don't have Vial. We ship this. Oh, it does nothing. I'm gonna ship this. Alright, this hand looks actually quite a bit better. Turn 2 flipper was I'm sure that'll come into play. Up against Abstract Dramatic. Actually, we might be putting Flicker West back. I guess we don't necessarily need all the lands, but if we're up against Obosh, we're up against Burn, most likely, which means Noble probably doesn't survive. So we're gonna keep this. Yeah, we'll put Flicker Wisp on the bottom. Talia seems really good. Mystic seems really good. We'll see what we're up against. Maybe we're not up against Burn, but it looks like Burn. It looks like Burn. Okay, so just enter the battlefield tapped or it's instant. Okay, actually that would have been really good against us. So I imagine that has to be our opponent's only land. Let's see, find out. Mountain. Dragon's Rage Channeler. The one, the only. And a Lightning Bolt. Alright, well. Saw that one coming. And Noble's gone. Opponent gets to Surveil. Take a look at that graveyard. Alright, well we can hope that Stoneforge Mystic lives, or do we actually just play Talia first? Make it a little bit harder for our opponent to just kill us? I think so. Harder for our opponent to remove Stoneforge, especially if they do waste another one on Talia, and then we can potentially get back in this game with Stoneforge Cauldron. Mountain. Cast Fury for its vote cost. Well, yeah. Sure. 4 damage to the Talia. Absolutely. Gets a creature in the yard. Didn't cost our opponent anything. Oh, and a Blood Moon. Alright, well. Good thing we have a Plains, I suppose. Attacks for 1. Next turn, they could have... Alright, so we are kind of banking on this Stoneforge Mystic pretty hard here. I think we actually go get Batterskull. Because Batterskull is castable right now. I guess our opponent didn't have any cards in hand, so maybe there's a chance that, like, Stoneforge Mystic lives, but if our opponent just draws Bolt, the Batterskull is much better in hand than the Cauldron, unless we just draw 2 more lands, but Batterskull is also really good, obviously, to gain us life. 4/4 is decently hard for our opponent to kill. Guess drew a land. Tries to crack it. Sorry, opponent. You put out the Blood Moon here. You put out the Blood Moon here. And he attacks. We'll block because there's no way for them to grow it. They have 0 cards in hand. All right. Other planes would not be bad with this for this Skyclave. Arbiter. Okay, well, that is a creature. Unfortunately, we can't play it. Yeah, I guess there's no reason to Batterskull just yet. See what our opponent draws. hopefully not just like straight up a braid. That would be sad. I guess Unholy Heat. Well, they don't have. They don't have. Oh, we could do. So if we need to, we can bounce this. All right, let's go to combat here. We'll start getting in for 4 with lifelink. I mean, maybe we were just gonna draw all our lands, and maybe we could have gotten Cauldron, but Batterskull feels pretty good against like mono red burn. So we're not gonna play Arbiter here because we can bounce and play the Germ or the Batterskull with Stoneforge if we need to. Like Arbiter's not doing a whole lot right here. Obviously, we can't unblood moon our Ghost Quarters at the moment. Firebolt is 2 damage to any target. Yeah, that's a thing you can do, opponent. Surveils. This does mean they have Delirium. Playing Firebolt. Don't see that too often. Alright, puts a card on top. It's not a braid. Has flying, has to attack. Other planes here to get ourselves unlocked out of this Blood Moon would be pretty good. Especially because we have Arbiter and double Ghost Quarter. Yeah, attacks for 3. Yeah, you gotta attack each. Sorry, opponents, once again. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Alright. Talia. It's not the worst, I suppose. Play it, I think, over this Arbiter. Tap a couple of lands. Play Talia. It doesn't do a whole lot right now. Our opponent has quite a bit of mana, but I also could have gotten Obosh last turn. Gotta remember Obosh is a thing. So I can start dealing 6. Cast Fury for its evoke cost. Okay. Let's see how much. Quick for 5. Alright, we'll see. See where they're putting the damage. All 4 there. Means we get to equip it to Talia. So I think we're okay with this. This is fine. We have 0 cards in hand, so there's no shenanigans happening. So yeah, we're just gonna equip Batterskull to Talia and start getting in. And now our opponent will have to deal 5 damage to get rid of whatever creature's holding Batterskull. If we could have bounced it, replayed it. But I think it's better to just equip it to Talia. Noble Hierarch. Almost. Alright, equip to Talia. 4, 5. Get in for 6. Lifelink. Alright, so now we can even like race this Dragon Race channel, even if they put out Obosh, which again, like they could have gotten last turn. So I'm surprised they haven't. Okay, we got our opponent down to 6. They need to draw a creature here to not just die, and it can't be... Well, I guess it doesn't have haste, so it could be another Dragon's Root Channeler, but it's not. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that felt pretty good. Alright, so bring in another Knight of Autumn, bring in that, bring in Sanctifier, Core Firewalker, Sanctifier, Twins of a That's it. Ewit out, Flicker Wisp out. Sentinel seems pretty good. Sword out. Sorry, Sword. Sorry, Sword. You'll be good one day, I'm sure. Or not, you know, who knows. Opponent's mono red, so we're going to take out a couple of Arbiters. Flicker Wisp is interesting just because it can bounce a Blood Moon for a turn. Maybe we take out most of the Arbiters. It's possible that our opponent is also gross. We did see the Arid Mesa, but it was post-Blood Moon, so... Like, if they have Path to Exile in your deck, like, obviously you don't want Arbiter messing things up for you, so... And I think we want all these things here. Alright, here we go. Game 2. Match 3. Up against Obosh Burn. DRC. Alright, his hand looks pretty good. Hand looks pretty good. It's highly unlikely that a bird ever gets untapped, but you know, we'll put it out there just in case. And you know what? If it draws a lightning bolt, like we have the land, we have the plains to get out from under Blood Moon if we need to. Kind of a bummer if we don't get to play Knight of Autumn, but cracks the Mesa. Gets a mountain. Plays a Swifty. Swifty Spear. It's in for 1. Ooh, and we get the forest too? We just have it all. Have it all. Fury in this deck. Pretty good. I think I underrated that card when Kyle and I first talked about it. I think a lot of people did, but yeah. It's pretty decent against creature style decks. Being able to just like divide up 4 damage. Pretty okay. Stomp. Yeah. Yep, there goes Bird. There goes Bird. I'm finding their threats this time around. We'll take 2. Go score. Alright, well, we're going to play Talia here. Only 17 though. Too terrible yet. Need to hope that our opponent doesn't have another land. I don't think we can block this Swift Spear. Our opponent's got 5 cards in hand. Once again, I think we're going to go get Batterskull. It's better in this matchup. And it's going to actually be playable. Whereas we may never get to Cultra. Because I don't know if we're untapping with our Stoneforge. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Give out our other runes. Still probably not untapping with Stoneforge, but this gives us a little hope. Yeah, we're gonna go Batterskull. Gonna get the Batterskull. Alright, pass it back to our opponent. 4 cards in hand, plus the giant. Cast Fury. Yeah, I mean, you know, Fury's good here. Fury's good here. Yeah. Yeah, exile. Exile Blood Moon. Yeah, seems reasonable. Give other spells to go with it. Plays a cave. I guess they could have just played that as a... Interesting. Alright. Alright. Got no blockers. Why are you asking for no blockers? That's just mean. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna play this untapped. It's gonna hurt a little bit. Play the Noble Hierarch. Do we play Knight of Autumn for life? Since we already lost 3 life, I guess we have to. Which makes it awkward to block the Bone Crusher. I guess we're hoping to come back with Batterskull. We can at least block the Knight of Autumn. So really we're only gaining 4 life out of that. We can find Flicker Wisp or something. I guess we're kind of... Well, I don't think... So our opponent has 1 card. 2 cards. By the time they get to take their turn. So we'll see. We'll see what they play. We might not block this. We might not block any of this. We're at 14. Virtual 5 if we don't block. Bolt would be down to 6. 5. Bolt would be down to 5. So it's a little scary. Another Fury is devastating. Devastating. Alright. Well, that's another card that our opponent didn't cast. Dragon Rage Chandler. Alright. So we untap and Batterskull and hope that that's good enough. Hope that is good enough. Wait, what else do they have? Oh, it gets Obosh. Oh, Obosh. Noble Hierarch. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna play Batterskull. I need 5 for Obosh, right? Yeah, 5. Okay, so we have to hope, I guess, that they just don't draw another land and they can't play Obosh. And then we can just block Swift Spear. I don't think we can block Bone Crusher Giant. Alright, so we got Obosh in hand, and what else, opponent? What else? I mean, maybe we can. Maybe we can block. Maybe we have to block. Hi. Hey, bud. Bud. Yeah, so... Okay, just gonna go to combat. Just attacking with Giant. Giant puts us down to 4. We know the opponent has Obosh. If they just have Bolt, then that's fine. They didn't play land, which means I don't think they have it, because otherwise they would have just played Obosh. So we'll see. We'll see. See if they have... Oh, they did have a land, but it's tapped. Ooh, so that means next turn they do have Obosh. So we have 1 more creature to block. Ooh, Flicker Wisp. Does that do anything for us? Not especially. Okay, so we're gonna go to combat. Attack. assume our opponent does not block. Yeah. Alright, so now, as long as our opponent doesn't draw another removal spell, we should be okay. So let's go ahead and play Noble. Oh, that's stupid. I should have played Noble before combat. That was a punt. I mean, with the game this tight, that could cost us everything. Actually, let's untap this Ghost Quarter. I guess we could have drawn with Horizon Canopy at some point here too. We're actually gonna. Opponent's gotta have lands. Yeah, so let's keep up the Ghost Quarter. If they, for some reason, activate the Den instead of playing Obosh. Alright, so we need our opponent to not have a removal spell. So this is... Okay, it's just player. Okay. Doesn't deal double damage to creatures, which is important. Flame Slash. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Okay, but that means they're not playing Obosh. This for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2, 6. We know they just have Obosh in hand. Nothing they can play. Oh wait. Firebolt is 5. This Firebolt. 2 damage to any target. We have 4 lands. So I think we can take this and then equip Batterskull to Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp gets Vigilance and Lifelink. Unless I'm missing something here, I think that we're okay. I don't think we can crack this because I think we need Noble as a potential blocker in case something goes horribly wrong. So we want to... Okay. Oh. Okay. What did that do for us? I think we just still equip Batterskull. We'll save that for next turn. Ouch, down to 1. We get to attack for 8 here, though. Back up to 9. With a blocker. And then next turn, we can Winds of Abandon, get rid of all of our opponent's creatures. Our opponent has to deal with Flicker Wisp, or they are just dead next turn. Both love and hate such tight games. Like, anything could go wrong here. A Braid pretty much just kills us, I think. Blast Zone. Okay. I guess if they Blast Zone here, it's awkward. Oh, okay. Opponent scoops. They would have gotten rid of our Noble, but it doesn't save them. They don't have a flying blocker, so hey, there we go. We can beat Burn. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Oh man, that was man. What would we draw next turn? Next turn would have been Ether Vial, not obviously great, but we get to, even if they play Obosh here, we get to Winds of Abandon, get rid of their entire board. They will have their Den, but we have Ghost Quarter. Plus they have to deal with Flicker Wisp having that Batterskull on it because it is lethal next turn. So yeah, sweet. Alright everybody, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you for watching High Ground MTG. with co-hosts Kai Guy and Spiny Mouse. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click that like button, and if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on future episodes of High Ground MTG. For even more videos, be sure to check out our playlist so that you can have the high ground.